we talked a lot about the characters in this game, and just yet another idea, just try to bring some more discussion. And let's talk outside the characters. Let's talk outside the DLC characters. And if you guys want to, you can continue to post characters that you guys want to see on the screen in this game and be implemented. I really enjoyed this game this year as the year gets ready to close in a matter of days. Hope you guys have a good holiday, by the way, and all your wishes come true. You guys stay safe and whatever you guys should choose to do if you go out. And maybe you don't even celebrate Christmas. Either way, it'll probably be a regular weekend. Hopefully it still goes well. But let's get it started. Let's start out something. I came up with a little bit of a wish list of stages, not characters. This is going to be Nickelodeon DLC stages for a little wish list. Let's open up the menu. So we got all of these characters. So we'll go here. Let's go to the training because you get to pick the stage. So let's see. Let's just pick anybody. Somebody that got Christmas hats. Let's pick anybody else. And here Garfield, since he's the newest one. Newest character, just for example. We're not going to go against them or anything like that, so just turn it up. So we just want to take a look at the stages. So, see all these stages? Let's count the stages before we start naming them. Let's see. So it's rows of 5. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. They put 21 stages to match the characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's catch it. Just double check it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 stages with all 21 characters. So each of the characters, let's go back. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do all the characters have stages of their own? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you got 21 characters, 21 stages. So let's do it again. This is a little holiday thing. Let's do it again. So it don't really matter. Oops. Messed up. So all characters have they have 21 stages. 21, 21. 21 for 21. So let's go through the stages. See, they have nice stages. They all have them. Jellyfish Fields, if you guys will probably already recognize this off the bat for these two. I love these stages. The Flying Dutchman stage is scary, spooky. Get little nightmares from that. But see how they have these unique stages? We're going to start naming some of mine. And I'm going to have the list in the description as well. And you guys can name some stages that you would like to see as a little crossover. It could be from any show, even if it's not something that's Nickelodeon related. Maybe a little crossover that you'd like to see as a little dream, wish list or something like that. But we're going to start. See all these unique stages? So the first one I want to bring up is ChalkZone. You guys remember that? ChalkZone. Who's got the chalk? Who's got the chalk? You guys ever watched ChalkZone before? But Rudy Tabooty, that's his name. Rudy Tabooty with the magic chalk. And every time he would bring that, he would be able to use his chalk. Every time he would use his chalk, he would be able to go into a different dimension. It was outside the normal world. The normal human world. And no one else could go there. But him and his friend Penny, I forgot. I think that was her name. Penny, Rudy Tabooty, and then he meets another character in the ChalkZone named Snap. So they all got along and they were really good friends, and they will always hang out in the ChalkZone where all types of different things going on in that different world. So I would like to see that. And I don't know if these characters any sort of upcoming DLC characters will get a stage. Will it always be a stage included? So the 22nd character may be potentially Shredder. If anything, according to the rumors, it could be anybody. Will the 22nd character will it also include a stage with Shredder? And then maybe if Rudy Tabooty was added into the game, they can do ChalkZone. They can add ChalkZone with him. Will the stage always be included, or maybe it'll just be the character themselves alone to come out solo, and then maybe a stage to follow up after? It could be a stage that has nothing to do with the character at all, that might not be related to the character, the DLC character. It could be something from a different universe. See, like for example, even though they might not have people just starting it out, even though they might not have Rudy Tabuti or Snap or somebody from ChalkZone get added into the game, they might end up getting the ChalkZone stage to be added into this game. See what I'm saying? So the stage might come out separately outside of the character that might not make it into the game. And just some other examples, I don't want to just make it too long, but just like, let's see, Glove World. See, like worlds like Glove World, I had Retroville from Jimmy Neutron as another pick. Retroville from Jimmy Neutron is the whole setting of which everything takes place in. And then another place in Glove World made me think of the amusement park. It could be something similar to Glove World, but it will obviously look different. The amusement park from Jimmy Neutron was called the Retroland. So I would love to see that included. Maybe if Jimmy Neutron comes out to this game, he should have been an original character. I just keep on saying it. He should have been an original character. He's a Nickelodeon All-Star right away. If they come out, Jimmy Neutron and Goddard, or maybe somebody else will. Q Neutron that a lot of people talk about wanting to see. They can bring Retroville or Retroland with Q Neutron or somebody from Jimmy Neutron from that particular universe. So there's another set of picks. SpongeBob, going back to SpongeBob's world. You got Jellyfish Fields and Flying Dutchman ship. I would also like to see like Goo Lagoon. Goo Lagoon was the hangout spot at the beach with Larry the Lobster. Maybe he can come out with it, or Mr. Krabs can be included with Goo Lagoon with a potential stage. But the list goes on. Goo Lagoon was just the beach, and it's just when SpongeBob was getting those little balloon muscles. I love that episode. Just working out with Sandy and Larry the Lobster and stuff like that, and then the muscles popped. It was real funny to see that. Goo Lagoon would be a great pick to take from SpongeBob SquarePants, and also with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy if they ever come out into this game. How about the Mermalair? It was also another stage that I liked from the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom game that I really enjoyed. Like the remaster, rehydrated, and just even from the original game, they can make it something look like that. The Mermalair for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's headquarters before they suit up and get ready to fight crime and stuff like that. That'll be a good one. Now let's bring up another stage. Let's bring up another universe outside of SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, and stuff. Fairly Odd Parents with Timmy Turner. Timmy Turner could come out with Cosmo and Wanda, and then maybe they can possibly include the Dimmsdale Dimmadome, or just the city of Dimmsdale in general. That'll probably be something. It could probably look something like the Loud House. Something, see how they did this? They did this is the house of the Louds, of Lincoln and Lucy Loud. I never watched the show, but I'm assuming this is the location. You got Lucy and Lincoln Louds, probably their rooms at the top. They could probably take Timmy Turner's house and it can be called Dimmsdale. See what I'm saying? So they can do something like that, something almost similar to how they designed this Loud House for Dimmsdale, if they don't end up adding the Dimmsdale Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents. So not saying that they all have to come out all at once, but Timmy Turner can be with that particular stage, or maybe they'll launch them with Cosmo and Wanda as assist characters that you can switch to give him different wishes in the fight that I already talked about in the past. That'll be a cool little unique feature, playing like the Pokemon training, like you can switch between which one you want to use with Cosmo and Wanda, or he can play like Shulk, because Shulk has different fighting stance, or different sort of techniques. Just a little idea. Now, I don't know if this is going to be in Multiverse, but maybe Goku being in this game, they can bring Planet Namek. Something like this. It makes me think of this a little bit, the Urkin Armada invasion, but you can have Beyond Planet Namek in the background, or it could be lit up like this stage with the cat doll's house, Beyond Planet Namek, fighting Goku. It was two stages I had in mind, not even just Planet Namek to come out with Goku if they do get him added into this game, because they had Dragon Ball Z Kai. So I don't know, it might be possible to see Goku in this game, or he might end up being in a multiverses that's coming out next year. But showing another world from the DBZ universe, is the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. That could be another cool little stage. Because when you fight, and when you watch the show for DBZ, you see them you're training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. It's Hyperbolic Time Chamber. It's a stage in the Dragon Ball Z Budokai stages, games that I like from the PS2 era. Love those games. Budokai 1 through 3, they can put that in there. Hyperbolic Time Chamber to go with Goku and launch with him if they want to bring out a stage to correspond with his launch. Now, outside of Dragon Ball Z's universe, just almost wrapping up here, I picked Ocean Shores from Rocket Power. Something similar to how I said the beach from SpongeBob, the Goo Lagoon. Ocean Shores was the place that the Rockets will always hang out in. Maybe it could be something like that. It could be a lit up stage. And just see all these amazing stages on the screen. It could be something like that. Have Ocean Shores from Rocket Power to come out with Otto or Reggie, Twister or Sam. I would see Otto Rocket making it into this game out of everybody else though, because he's like the main characters in Otto Rocket. Otto or Reggie Rocket, who knows? Ocean Shores from Rocket Power, and then from Rocko's Modern Life, I'm going Old Town, because that could be a little stage. Almost similar to how they just again with this. Or maybe they can make it bigger, like Omashu. Something like that to expand the Old Town for Rocko. I really see that happening since Rocko was already confirmed to be a lead DLC character. If they do follow up with it, Old Town was the setting in Rocko's Modern Life from the old TV show. And then one more, going back to Fairly Odd Parents with Timmy Turner, they could come out with FairyWorld. You could fight these characters in FairyWorld. See, FairyWorld was the world in which all the fairies were all being appearing there. It was just like the homeland of all the fairies for Cosmo and Wanda, and they ended up finding Timmy Turner because it was called upon. I forgot almost like the story of how it went, but just that they're all down. That's where all the fairies are. So if you're coming out with Cosmo and Wanda, maybe they could come out with FairyWorld to go with them. They might even come out with Cosmo and Wanda by themselves, and Timmy Turner might not make it. So who knows with the whole rights issue and stuff like that. But I just wanted to go through some of these stages as a little idea. And I like all these stages. They're colorful. They look amazing on the PlayStation 5. And just all the different colors. And it's just really well done, especially just looking at the characters themselves. 21 characters, 21 stages. And we're going to get even more next year that's already been announced. So I can't wait to see what else they can do. They can really expand this roster, and not even just the characters themselves. More people will probably end up playing the game to check out those stages from those memorable cartoons. Just like I mentioned with ChalkZone, Retroville for Jimmy Neutron, Dimmsdale, Dimmadome, with the showdown there. I can just see all these stages. You can really visually see these stages making it into the game with those characters from those to represent those characters in the universe itself. But for Rugrats, I don't know if any other Rugrats will be able to make it in. See, because they did that little stage with Reptar. It's just things like that it just makes the game so unique. The Ghost Zone for Danny Phantom. They can get so many other characters, even some of the villains, to expand. It's just other characters from different Nickelodeon universes. So just because the character comes out doesn't mean it has to automatically be a stage. It can just come out in the near future, or maybe it might be in vice versa. You get the stage, but we might get the new stage from that different universe, but we probably won't get the character. See, but we'll have to see how everything plays out for next year. But I just really enjoy this game, so this is just yet another little idea to talk about it. Just to expand about outside of just the DLC characters going on and on. We could talk. It's not enough people talking about the stages that they want to see from these different universes to really represent the show itself. But let me know if you guys like any of these stages and maybe some worlds that you would like to see added as a playable battle zone for a battlefield in this game.